It is 12 o'clock. I think now it's 12:01. So I was 58 seconds late, but we're going to count it as on time. Hey there, my name is Julie, and I'm here as the social work expat. Today is day 12 of me live streaming, teaching myself how to use ChatGPT, doing prompt engineering. Um, I'm using ChatGPT's free version. Hi, Mama. Um, Also, for the folks who are watching later, welcome, welcome, and welcome to my new subscribers. I will put more on this channel than live streaming. Thank you for hanging in there with me, Mama. Uh, Saying hi to my daughter. Um, Hang in there for all 12 days of me bumbling through, learning how to use streaming technology, and also teaching myself how to do prompt engineering, at least the beginning parts. So, prompt engineering using the free online version of ChatGPT. That is what I've been doing. Why have I been doing it? So, there are many functions that AI chatbots can provide for us, and I have been using examples to try to teach myself different types of prompts. There are a lot of jobs that will and do require prompt engineering. The first day or the second day, I talked about how much money someone who is a prompt engineer for a company can make. Those jobs, we found one job online that day. That job was paying upwards of $400,000 per year for 3 months of experience as a prompt engineer, and the experience could include your own personal projects. That's a lot of money for someone who is looking for job opportunities. Excuse me. I am not looking for job opportunities. My goal for learning prompt engineering was as a data analyst. I completed my data analytics certificate that Google offered through Coursera at the end of May, and I would like to use ChatGPT to gather data from websites to use for data analytics projects. Also, I wanted to stream myself in this process because somebody in my life circumstances and someone who looks like me may one day want to pursue prompt engineering or work more with AI or machine learning or large language models, LLM. And sometimes we just need to see that someone like us has done what we're looking to do just for a little bit of encouragement. I do this during my lunchtime. One, because my face still looks okay, and two, because it gives me a definite time to do this. While my children are grown now, they are still at home, and I am glad to have them here, but sometimes I get distracted by home life. This helps me because it is during my workday. Look at the time. Okay, I'm going to say a couple more things and then I'm going to get started. As a social worker, I was educated and as a professional social worker and practiced professional social work in Connecticut until my family and I moved to South Carolina. I stopped practicing social work after moving to South Carolina. Excuse me. Sorry. Because I could not sustain a household on the amount of money that I made as a social worker. Some of the things that we've done with ChatGPT, or that I've done in these days of practicing, is look at how much money skills, social work skills, can go for outside of the field. And there I have found are many opportunities for social workers to transfer their skills into very marketable and very lucrative positions outside of social work. All right, let's get started. I use ChatGPT's free version for these prompts, engineering practice, and also I use this for 3 examples per day. The examples are usually around jobs, job searching, or job related tasks, business, either business opportunities or starting or growing a business, and also Black women in the United States. Let me put ChatGPT's website in the chat. And today I think we will start with business. But first, our category is reasoning prompts, and since it explains it better than me, I'm going to type into ChatGPT, what is a reasoning prompt for AI? And then it will give us an answer and I will read it. And it's generating an answer now. Once it gives our chat a title, I will copy this into, there we go. I will copy this into the chat as well. All right. So ChatGPT has said a reasoning prompt for AI is a specific question or task designed to test the AI's ability to understand, analyze, and provide logical answers or solutions. These prompts are used to evaluate the AI's reasoning capabilities and its ability to process information and draw conclusions based on the given input. And it says here there's an example of a reasoning prompt for AI. Here's the prompt. It says, given the following information, determine the most likely cause of a sudden increase in customer complaints for an e-commerce website. And then there are bullets. First bullet, the website recently underwent a major update to its user interface. Second bullet, the number of daily website visitors remained consistent before and after the update. Third bullet, the website's server logs show a significant increase in page loading time after the update. Fourth bullet, the customer support team has not reported any issues with their internal systems or tools. And last bullet, competitor websites experienced a temporary outage during the same period. And then it provided a one paragraph AI response to the prompt. The AI response says that the most likely cause of the sudden increase in customer complaints is the major update to the website's user interface, which resulted in a significant increase in page loading time. And it goes into more, and it says at the bottom, the conclusion says, in this example, the AI is required to reason through the given information, analyze cause and effect relationships, and make an informed conclusion based on the evidence provided. Reasoning prompts help assess the AI's ability to process complex information and make logical inferences, making them essential for evaluating the performance of AI models in various applications. Oh, okay. This one is a little more complicated than our last prompts. Let's see what I can come up with. Hmm. Okay, for the business example, I saw something online early this morning about UGC for pets. I'm going to ask ChatGPT what that means. Are you familiar with UGC for pets? No. How about what is? Okay. And then maybe I'll give some reasonings. Okay. UGC stands for user generated content. Okay, so UGC for pets is user generated content for pets, or content created and shared by pet owners or pet enthusiasts. And it looks like this is blog posts, social media, and that kind of thing. And it gave 7 types of UGC for pets. It says it is not only entertaining and engaging, but serves as a source of information and support for pet owners. What I saw online is that this lady's dog, a very ordinary looking dog, brings in $2,000 a month in income by having UGC or user generated content sold to customers. How to turn this into a reasoning question. Let's go back to the example. Okay. There has been an increase in social media usage. There has also been an increase in marketing online. The more social media is used, the more consumers prefer. I'm just taking this from information that I just know about. Uh, the more consumers prefer um, influencer type ads. Given the information, given this information, okay, given this information, how can someone make money with UGC for pets? Okay, that turns it into a business question, and using the reasoning prompt example that we were given. Okay. Okay, and so ChatGPT gave 8, 9. Let's make it 10. This is good. Please revise the above response to include 10 examples, just because a nice round number. 10 examples. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it will give 10. got 4, we got 5, okay, we're at 9, and now we're at 10. So it gave 10. These are pretty good. These are pretty good recommendations for someone if someone has a pet and they are looking to generate income with user generated content for pets, or especially number one, if someone doesn't have a pet, but they still create a pet centric social media account. That is a way to get monetized. It talks about becoming a pet influencer, affiliate marketing, selling pet related merchandise, pet product reviews, collaborating with pet brands. And I believe that the post that I saw this morning was talking about collaboration with pet brands, and it was actually with like a smaller following for this person's dog, and also with smaller brands. Pet services promotion, pet related sponsored content, which could be social media, websites, or blogs, pet photography and artwork sales, and then pet fundraising campaigns. So those are 10 examples. I don't know how I feel about number 10 because that generates income for the charity, the shelter, or the rescue organization, but not necessarily for the content creator. But those are good. I'm going to thumbs this one up. Well, that was quick. Day 12 might be quick. Check the chat. Yes, slay indeed. Because people have pets. Let's give another example. How about people who love animals, but they have hardly enough money to take care of themselves, much less to take care of one or more pets? If they use one of these examples and create UGC, or user generated content, for with the pet that they have or get, they would be able to support the animal. They would be able to use that money to buy food for the pet. They would be able to use that money to have vet bills taken care of. They could also use that money to, I don't know, get grooming for the pet, all of those things. And the pet is generating its own upkeep income. All right, the next question is a job search question. It's not so much a job search question. This one is like a job related question. I am taking all of my examples today from my very quick time on the internet this morning at 5 a.m. And I saw a post about union jobs versus non-union jobs. And this poster was supportive of union jobs. And I want to find out more information. So let's see what I can come up with. Let me move this down. I think I know the prompt structure, so I won't move up for that. And I will give ChatGPT some guidance. There is a push in the United States. I can only go with the United States because I do not know the situation in other countries. Hold on. There is a push by corporations to keep unions out of their companies. There are some companies and industries where union where labor unions are well established. There are there is a push by groups of employees in non-unionized jobs to join to unionize. Let's do it like that. This might not be the best logic statement. It almost feels like reasoning prompts are logic statements, but let's see if this will work. Given this information, what please give 5 suggestions on how employees can gain increased pay and increased pay, safer working conditions, and okay, I'm going to do increased pay and safer working conditions right this moment, and safer working conditions in the United States. Please ask me any clarifying questions you have before you generate your response. I'm going to move this please ask me. No, I'm going to leave it. Okay, let's see what happens. It says, I would like to know a bit more about the industries or types of companies where employees are seeking to unionize. Huh. This is what happens when you take information just off the internet. I only know about a couple of types of companies. Okay. Let the internet and my fingers will do the walking. What um, companies hmm, is UPS unionized? Let's ask that, because then I'll give it 2 examples. I know Starbucks employees are looking to unionize. There's a strike. Are they unionized? Yes, so UPS is unionized. All right. Um, what companies in the United States don't have unions? Both of my parents worked for companies that had unions, and I think I've only worked for one company in my entire career that had a union, and that was Yale University. Yes, yes. What ones don't have unions? That's what I want to know. All right, that didn't work. Let's ask ChatGPT. Um, I am not sure what companies or industries in the United States are not unionized. Let's see if ChatGPT can give me an answer. Okay, retail and fast food chains. Okay, nonprofit, gig economy, and freelancers. Okay, okay, thank you. Going back to your clarifying question, please use the industries listed above. Okay, it says considering the industries mentioned earlier where employees are seeking to gain increased pay and safer working conditions, here are 5 suggestions for them to pursue positive change. Okay, and it's giving, it looks like 2 suggestions for each industry. Retail and fast food chains, it says public awareness campaigns or connecting with existing labor organizations. For technology and startups, it says form tech worker advocacy groups and support industry-wide initiatives. For gig economy and freelancers, it says advocate for gig worker rights and explore cooperative models. For nonprofit organizations, it says unionize nonprofit workers and engage donors and supporters. Um, I think I'm going to ask ChatGPT to revise number 4. We'll see. And then for small and medium-sized businesses, it says collaborate with local labor unions and promote a culture of employee advocacy. Well, those are ways. This is helpful. Please, please revise the first bullet of number 4. The goal is to provide a suggestion that will help aid the move to unions and what does it say? Unionize nonprofit workers is a circular argument. Let's see what happens. Form employee committees. So, and it didn't give the whole list. If I wanted to be able to cleanly export, I think I'm going to ask just to see if I can get a clean export. This is good. Thank you. I would like to cleanly export the full list with the revised bullet for number 4. Please regenerate. Okay, hold on. Regenerate the response to include the new bullet for number 4. It says full list. I am going to see if this will work. That's what it said before. Number 2, same thing. Number 3, it did it. It did it. And to have everything all in one place, if I wanted to copy, I would just click this little clipboard here, but I'm going to thumbs up this response. Yes, that's what I read about this morning. I read about the strike. And we're making good time, so this is good. Last question is about Black women in the United States, and what did I come up with? Oh, this one is directly from social media as well. I saw a post this morning about the fact that California has passed legislation for foster youth to attend California's state colleges for free. And I think this is a fantastic thing and a wonderful move for the state of California, but also for the youth who would be aging out of foster care. One of the things that I think, and this is the social worker, this is the educated and practiced in the field social worker in me. One of the things that people don't realize is that children who grow up in foster care and then age out of foster care at age 18 do not have a home base. They didn't get life skills that many of us take for granted. And also, once they turn 18 without a home base or without life skills, many of the foster youth who age out wind up homeless. It is very, very difficult to build a life that way. And having the ability to go to college for free would give those students at least 9 months out of the year housing and also skills and also a community. So this is very exciting to me. How does this tie into Black women? Black children are, especially mixed race Black children, are overrepresented in foster care. And so they would have a much higher instance of being exploited and also possibly with homelessness and other things that go along with that. I cannot talk about and want to get monetized one day the practice that I worked in for social work, but this is a huge issue. So, California providing free college for foster youth is a Black women in the United States issue. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT a couple of questions. How am I going to word this? First question I'm going to ask is, please tell me how many states have legislation that allow foster youth to attend college for free. Oh, it doesn't require a question mark, but it's answering anyway. Nope. No, it was the same. Nope. Not helpful. No, neither one is better. All right. I know how to find this out, and I will leave that alone. I'm going to write a logic statement. So, children in foster care age out at age 18. Children in foster care are usually from lower socioeconomic levels. Children who age out of foster care usually do not have strong family support systems. There are states that allow children who age out of foster care to attend state colleges for free. Given, okay, we'll try this. Given this information, okay, how can state colleges best support these students to ensure they graduate within 5 years? Okay, and this one needed a question mark and I didn't put it. So I combined a little bit of my social work background with a little bit of my background when I worked for the State Commission on Higher Education to come up with this logic statement question. And ChatGPT gave a list of 11, it's putting this as a 1 for some reason, of 11 supports. I'm going to try to get a number out of ChatGPT so that I can tie this in with this being a Black women in the United States example. Okay, I have time. And it provided 11 suggestions for supporting students who age out of foster care to ensure that they graduate from state colleges within 5 years. Here are the suggestions. A foster care liaison. It says appoint a dedicated foster care liaison or point of contact within the college who can provide personalized support and guidance to foster care students. I really love this one. And I know that California was actually providing wraparound services to students in their state college system in the before times, which is what I call the pre pandemic. Early outreach and transition programs, which says begin to outreach to foster care students before they age out of the system. I think that that is a fantastic idea as well. Financial aid and scholarship support with the legislation that would allow the students, foster care youth, to attend college for free. Hopefully, that is not just for the tuition portion, but would also be for the room and board. Academic and career counseling. I feel like that would be helpful, but might need to fall under the foster care liaison position. Mentorship and peer support. Uh, that would be really helpful. I am not certain how much buy in that would get at the faculty level, but that would be really a helpful suggestion. Housing instability, I feel like that one is huge. It says address housing instability issues by providing on campus housing options during school breaks and holidays when foster care students may not have a stable home to return to. This one is gigantic. Um, it's also, I think that this one is also a really good suggestion for students who are from homes that are not the best and they don't have someplace to go that is safe in between school being in. It says emotional and mental health support. It says offer access to counseling and mental health services, which I feel like all college students need because we all need that. Work, study, and employment opportunities. That's a great suggestion. Academic support services. Um, some of these suggestions are services that are available on college campuses anyway. It might need to be packaged differently or presented to the foster care students because, as first generation college students, most likely they would not know what services are available to them on campus. And then two more, it says continued support during breaks, and then alumni network and post graduation support. I agree wholeheartedly with that one as well. It says by implementing these strategies, state colleges can create a supportive and nurturing environment that fosters the success of students who age out of foster care and helps them achieve their educational and career aspirations. My hope is, and I'll do some digging because I really feel like this one would be a really good data analytics project for my portfolio. I'm really hopeful that the legislation that California enacted also included funding for a foster care liaison position, either overarching position for all of the state universities or a pool of money for even part-time positions throughout the state colleges, because the support is important. Symbolically, having free college is great, but the support is what's necessary to get students over the finish line. Now, how do I tie this to Black women in the United States? I've, let's see, it's 12:45, so I have a few minutes. Let me check the chat. Okay. Um, how do I tie this in? I need to ask ChatGPT a couple of additional questions, which I will do right now. How many children are in foster care in the United States? I understand your data is limited to up to September, let's not to, so limited up to September 2021. Please respond with numbers up to your model's end date. Hopefully that'll get it to not put the whole, I'm so sorry I can't answer. Okay, so it answered. It says, as of my last update in September 2021, the number of children in foster care in the United States was approximately 424,000. Okay. How many of those children were identified as, okay, Black or African American? And since they got the information from the US Department of Health and Human Services, I know that they have that information. As of my last update, approximately 24% of children in foster care in the United States were identified as Black or African American. Okay. Okay, thank you. Of that 24%, how many of those children were identified as female? You don't have it? Okay. Let's ask it a different way. Okay. Thank you. How many of the 424,000 children in foster care were identified as, if I can spell, identified as, nope, I'm going to ask it differently. Of the 424,000 children in foster care as of the information you have, September 2021, what is gender breakdown? And I know that DHHS has that information. So 59%, 51% were male. I am identified as male, and 49% were identified as female. Okay, that's math. I'll ask this. Okay, thank you. What is 24% of 424,000? Now, I have not asked ChatGPT math questions, like actual math questions before, but I have heard other people say that because it's a language model, ChatGPT is not good at providing answers to numbers. Let's see. And I know I can get Excel to do this. So 24% of 424,000 is 101,760. Uh, hey mama, if you're still watching, is that math right? Cuz yeah, I need a calculator for most things. And my daughter can attest to that completely. What? I don't do math. I know my limitations and math is one of them. However, I'm just trying to tie this into get an answer to the question I had. 24% of children in foster care were identified as Black or African American, and 49% of those are identified as female. So, okay, thank you. The chat has a 1 minute delay. The math looks right to me. Thank you. Um, what is, we're looking at 49%, just roughly. This is not the real number based on what ChatGPT is saying. I'm moving up in the chat to find the number. Okay. 49%. What is 49% of 101,760? Okay. Calculate, calculate. Okay, so we are looking at 49,878, we'll say 879 people identified, children identified as female and Black who are in foster care in the United States as of the numbers that were available September 2021. Okay. Okay, thank you. And since the example was California, I still have time. How many children were in foster care in California as of the September 2021 date your model's information is built on? And I know that this is like a lot of circular questioning to get at my answer, but sometimes it's better than digging through the federal government's data. Okay. As of the update that ChatGPT is up to, which was September 2021, the number of children in foster care in California was approximately 54,000. And if I wanted to get at particularly how many people identified as female would be affected by the legislation above, I could go through the calculations again. But I won't do that. I'll do that off camera because I really do feel like this would be a fantastic data analysis project for my portfolio. And I am very appreciative of you taking the ride with me today. Uh, this was fun. This was definitely outside my comfort zone and a good learning experience for me. I appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side whenever the next time I come up with an idea for a series or possibly an actually edited video, which I haven't done before, so that will be new. But I thank you for taking the ride with me. Today, I appreciate you and I wish you all good things. Take care.